It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's his goal.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And Burrow going to throw again. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
11, mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Burrow on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And now it's blocked. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Ready, break. Let's go now. Go.
Now it's Richardson. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Richardson to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Ready?
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Now Richardson back to throwing. That is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
42.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On 2, ready?
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
On 1, ready?
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Side.
An inside give, Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Side.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 54 yards. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Come on. Hey.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Ready. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. What a 1st half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield.
Gun. Cut.
From midfield now, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner.
And, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 70 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And just shutting him off there. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the stick. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, 50 yards. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Man open left side is Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Richardson to throw off play action. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 46 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's complete to Brown, right side. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Turn.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 Thomas, 12, 12, 12.
They will toss to Brown. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Off play action, Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action with Richardson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Ready,
So
break.
1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ready, ready.
Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's got it down to the 28.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. Burrow will throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
On the counter, it's Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Play action. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Number 14, Alec Pierce. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Richardson off the play fake. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Escapes the defender. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Richardson to throw off play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.